Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. As we are starting with this lovely plume of hydrogen thrust in our face, as we're just riding along on our drone as it goes between our various ice derricks. Now yes, it is darkness here, but that is okay because we're actually leaving here pretty quickly. We are going to go back to Mars, check out the platinum mine, maybe do a little bit of modifications to it, then back to the moon, and take all of our ill-gotten gains back there, which will be wonderful. So, we're going to leave this thing doing its thing here. It's flying between these two derricks. The derricks are mining out ice, so that is wonderful. And we have... it's so dark. We've done some further upgrades to the base. We've put in a series of guns on top of it, so I'm going to have to put a little bit of ammunition to these. Not too much. Maybe about, I don't know, there's 6 guns, so maybe like 10 boxes each, sort of thing. So let's grab 60 boxes, which is half this gun's maximum ammo. And we will head inside. Oh, geez. We got a couple doors here. Eventually we can have an airlock there. And then we've got all the guns piped up through the roofs. And we can just go throw this into the container here. And it will automatically distribute between all of the guns, having them activate and running them, getting them ready to kick ass. So we got those Gatling turrets. Let's make sure that they've got a good arming radius. And yeah, that looks good. We shall just leave those to defend the base. Now, what I was finding with my derricks outside, and I'll just run out to them so I can show this off. Oh, it's so cool. There's just this little faint mark of blue out there as they are mining away. Wonderful. Alright, so, oh god, stay on top of it, please. There we go. What I was finding is that the hydrogen engine needs to put out a certain amount of power as needed. However, if I'm running the H2O2 generators here, the engine needs to put out more power to make the fuel that it needs to put out power. So it's like a bad loop. So by actually turning the hydrogen generators off here after a certain amount of time, the engine is only putting out oh, there's a little spike there. The drone just landed on top. And now it's putting out a little bit of extra power to charge the drone back up. But then as soon as it finishes charging the drone, it's going to drop down back to like just a few kilowatts. And that means that we don't have to worry that much about the fuel because huge quantity of fuel there. And also, the drone is topping up its fuel with its hydrogen generators when it comes around. So these things are getting topped up by the hydrogen chip and everything, and they don't need their own hydrogen generators on. So we can just leave them to just sit there and use up the extra fuel in the container that is this hydrogen gen. I think it's a good idea. But yeah, we can just leave it like that. And this little ship will continue to fly around and do its thing. And I can just leave these things for later. Because why not? So along with that, I added in a large hydrogen tank. And now that this hydrogen tank is full, oh my god, 5 million liters of hydrogen. I'm going to do the same to these O2 generators here. Turn them off. And now for the engines, they're only having to put out like a few kilowatts per second, which is hardly anything, and it means that they will start to slowly draw down from this tank. But, like, yeah, that's considering it 5 million, and it's only going like 1 or 2 per second sort of thing. This is going to take like practically forever to work through. So this base has more than enough power. If we take a look at something like the battery, it's being recharged all the time. Yeah, we're fine here. We don't have to worry much about our power at this place. So we can just leave this place, close up the doors. It's got the guns on the roof to protect it from any baddies, and we've got the drone doing its little thing. Yeah. And we can head on out of here as we're done. We've gotten the utility ship and the atmospheric welder, as we're taking this atmospheric welder to Mars now, as we're going to do a little bit of upgrades with the platinum mine with it. But that should be it. So let's get on top of our dromedary and get the heck out of here. Nice little... I love the hologram in the middle. It's fun. But we can unlock from our landing gear here, lift off from our position. Oh, that thing still has its thrusters on. That's not a good thing. We don't want you to have your thrusters on. Also, it's making a very large quantity of noise, which makes me very frightened. Hopefully... Yes, it sounds like that's stopped all of the noise for now. But let us head back in and get the hell out of here. So we are heading off back to the platinum mine. So let's get our hyperdrive. Let's get to Mars approach. And unfortunately, why can't we use a natural gravity? I wish we could. It would have been amazing if it was only the destination couldn't be in gravity. Then you could like teleport from planet's surface. That would be OP as shit. But it would also be really fun. Beautiful. Oh, did I? I can't remember if I GPS that. Well, I've got some GPS there for the drone, so I'll know where that is. And besides, it's if I get to Europa approach, I'll be able to see it. So we're good. All right, we're already in space because Europa has like zero. It has practically zero range until you're out of the sphere of influence of it, which is ridiculous. But let us jump away off to Mars approach. And platinum mine is right on the edge. I am unsure if that is morning or night that is coming onto it. I shall find out shortly once I arrive. But as we descend down to the surface, I did something exciting. I'm upgrading my computer, but not in the traditional sense of like purchasing new CPU or graphics card or anything. It's actually going to plug into my computer. It's a massive external hard drive setup. So it's not a network attached storage or a NAS. It's a direct attached storage or direct access storage of a DAS. So essentially, it's a NAS that only plugs into one computer. And I'm setting it up with 4 drives, RAID 5 configuration, for 30 terabytes of storage, with 4 10 terabyte drives. Oh, that is going to be absolutely ridiculous. And if you don't know much about that kind of stuff, yeah, 30 terabytes is absolutely ridiculous when it comes to the quantity of storage that I'll have, which is great because for so long all of my freaking external hard drives, I've got like several dozen, I don't know how many do I have. I probably have about 10 terabytes of external hard drives, you know, a 4 there, a couple 2s, a few 1s, you know, that I've collected over the years. And all of my old YouTube videos have been recorded and then rendered out, and then the file that I make has been backed up on one of these drives. So if I need to, I can always re-upload every single one of my videos. But now I'm going to have it on this one drive instead of having to be like, oh, which frickin' drive is episode 6 of Space Engineers playthrough on, sort of thing. I won't have to ask that. I'll just be like, well, just look in the drive, look in the Space Engineers folder. It'll just be there. It's going to be so good. I am very excited about that. So, sometime today, that's going to arrive. Whenever UPS gets to my house. So, I'm super excited about that because I can set it all up and get it going. It's going to take like, oh my god, probably a whole week to transfer all my freaking old drives off. But unfortunately, no, it looks like it's nighttime here at the Platinum Mine, which sucks. That sun does not seem to be moving in the way that I want it to. So we're gonna head down, we're gonna land, and we're gonna wait for sunrise. In times like this, when I'm inching towards the surface, I am happy that I took some of your guys' advice and added landing lights to my ship. Being able to see the surface is very nice. Oh my god. I still remember when I first came here in the dropship and I'm like, I can't see anything. Oh, there's the ground. But Platinum Mine has been visited again. Alright. Let's land our little ship here. We can do it just a little further away. Right about there. That'll be good. And remember that we only got landing gear in our main sort of body section. We'll pitch up a little bit. So that body section lands first. Oh yeah. Nice and clean. And she's down. Excellent. So I just want to see right away. I want to see how much platinum we have. Oh, are you like almost drained? Avoidably in 3 days. Oh, right. Wind power. I need to add a few turbines to this thing. That was what my goal was, to add enough turbines to this that it can survive on its own. Which reminds me. Ooh, could I add it there? Would that work? No, because that gun is taking up that space. I could just add it onto the side of this thing, just down here on the ground, probably. They won't be that efficient down there, but I can just, like, slap a few down. And let's make a little offshoot. And then go up a few. We'll make a single tower for them. What is it, about 10 tall is where you get efficiency. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10. There we go. And then we can go one out, one up, one out. This sort of configuration, and that is perfect for putting in 5 wind farms, like so. And then this thing should have permanent power. Even just one. Is 1 enough to power you? Oh yeah, just 1 is enough to recharge this place. We don't even need the full tower, so that's good for now. But yeah, let's take a look. Yes, 127,000 platinum. We got some more silicon as well as some components we left behind. Wonderful. We can always use more components. And we take a look. This is still the silicon here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get out our tool. Come here, hand drill. Yeah, this is still our silicon. And we're still spinning around down here. Looks like there's still bits of platinum at the bottom of this thing. Like it didn't get all of it. As well, this platinum vein goes even further back. Which... yeah. But I think we should wait for daytime so we have a little bit better light when it comes to dealing with this stuff. And I'll do another one of my magical transitions here through the power of editing. what we will do is have the sun rise for us in 3, 2, 1, rise. Now, wasn't that easy? And now that the sun has risen on our wonderful base, let us head off and upgrade that thing a little bit. So still a little bit dark down here in the pit, but that will get sorted out relatively soon. So I think what we need to do is, of course, we need to go further. So because this doesn't have any actuation, there's no rotor here, we'll just cut this off and add another piston to it. But also, when we do that, I think we should also expand this so that instead of being just 1 high, I think we should go 3 high. Or at least 2, maybe. Yeah, like 1 on each side of that to cut out a bigger area. So that way we make sure we get all the platinum that's in these kind of little cracks here. So, let's just mount this thing here. And, what was your velocity? Okay, I'm going to save that by copying it so I remember the velocity. And we'll go -4, whatever. Just bring her back as fast as possible. Good. Now, advanced rotor, lock. And let us take this thing off. Oh, inventory full. That is not a good thing. Let's drop off my stuff. There we go. Grab you. Grab you. Supply transport. No, I don't need to get rid of this conveyor junction. Okay, so I need some pistons. And I also need some drills. I didn't hit the button for a drill. Hit button. There we go. So I need 3 drills and a couple pistons in total. So let's get the pistons done first. Let's grab stuff for a bunch of them because I need to also make the piston part. And I also need to grab the color of this. Woohoo! Always got to be the same color, making it look good. There's that, and there's that. Which, I might have to do a little bit of manual digging just to get the first bit of, excuse me, drill heads in, but we'll get them in. Build these things up. Wonderful. Alright, now for some drills, which theoretically I should be able to access the cargo from here. So can I not deposit everything? Nope. Can I pull stuff for drills? Nope. Rip. Rip. Okay. We'll grab everything we need for a drill, but there's a plane flying by. This is what I get for having a hot room in the middle of the summer and trying to record and being like, I can leave the window open. That way I won't, like, boil as I make my video. And no, there's freaking planes passing by outside. My God. Don't they have any respect for video creation process? I guess not. Oh, yeah, that's going to be too far in. Damn. What I might have to do is I might have to set these up slightly differently. I can do that one, that one, that one that way, and I could do this way. Let me just get rid of a little bit of this dirt here, creating a little bit of a space, and I could place it like that, which will mean that it will fit immediately. And we'll be able to drill out some bits. Not the best configuration, but better than nothing. Now, do I have enough stuff to make another drill from here? I do! Excellent, I don't have to go back up. And then same thing here, I need to just take out a little bit of this dirt. And then it should be good. Yep. Alright, so now all the drills should be turned on. The various pistons, we can see them shaking there in the background, need to be inertia tensors, and then the shake just goes right away. Nice. And then our two little pistons here. This bad boy will set your velocity to that. And we'll get you moving out nice and slowly. And we'll turn that advance rotor off. Well, turn off the lock. And now it's starting to spin. And these drills, hopefully, they'll clear out a bit of space. And then once they have, I can come back, I can reset them back into the forward position and set them back up how I would like them to be, which is just like the center drill. But at least this way, they will clean out a little bit of space. And we can start this thing immediately. Because remember, the whole goal is to get all this stuff possible. Which, I wonder, is this stuff like, is there platinum in here? Or is this just rock? Oh, jeez, I'm falling through the earth. Stone, stone, stone. Just looks like stone is being made here. There is a slow update time when it comes to this. I just have so much stuff going on here that the game just won't update as often as it really needs to.
Energy
oh jeez.
low.
Oh jeez, big rocks. Oh god. Okay, I need to get out of this pit before I run out of energy. I should probably brace that so these are not falling into the pit, because if they fall in that thing too often, it might damage it. Let's, can I not place? Oh god, yes, I did place it. It's just lagging. It's lagging so much. Alright. We'll put it in a little, let me just get rid of that. Let's just put in a little guardrail here. Okay, rocks. Oh my god, what is going on with this? This is ridiculous. Freaking huge quantity of boulders. Ugh, okay. So this thing's charging up. That's going fine. Let's get this all off our bar. Let's get a little bit extra wind power going on here. As, speaking of power, I need to charge up. As I'd like to leave the atmospheric welder here for the future. So it is plugged into this base. It can get fully charged because it just runs off electricity and not hydrogen. So we don't need hydrogen at this base. And then that way this base will have a ship at it, just in case, if I ever need it. And with enough turbines, we can keep that ship fully charged up and kicking ass. One more on the roof. And they're all different colors. That looks fine. Might as well color them all white, so that looks good. Alright, plenty of power. How long until you are charged? We have got fully recharged in 6 hours. Current input, 845 kilowatts. Very nice. Are they optimal? Yes, they are. So interesting that I don't know the dynamics of the various atmospheres in this game, but in real Mars, the atmosphere would be so thin that wind turbines and stuff probably wouldn't be as efficient. But then here they're working just fine at the same height above the ground, so yeah, of course. It's a game. Why should I be complaining? How you doing down here? You scraped out a little bit yet? Just a bit. Just a smidge. Alright, keep it up. But that thing's going to do its extendo. We have gotten all of this platinum, which I want to get transferred over, and I think the best way to do that is probably going to be with one of the ships. So let's get a connector. As I don't think... I could connect the dromedary to it, but I think that would be a lot of work when I could just put a connector like here and park the welding ship, because I need to park the welding ship somewhere sometime. So if I put a connector there and I park the welding ship there, I can use the welding ship as a little resource mover for the moment. Small cargo containers. And that's on this ship. Alright, good. So we'll transfer all the stuff from this worker, this builder, and get rid of all of its various crafting components it had in storage. And we'll turn on the dampeners. We'll unlock from the ship here. And we will pull on up and use our wonderful little connector to back in and connect up. Excellent. Now, local ship versus this, we can grab that mass quantity of platinum, which we only have the one, right? Yes, but we can fill up our connector and our welders with platinum as well. And fill up the welder with silicon, and hopefully we have enough thrust. We should. We have lower gravity and such here. Oh, God, she's sluggish now. Oh, she feels weird. She rises so slowly. We'll whip in here. Back it up. Plug in. And into the small cargo containers these will go. However they'll fit, we'll never know. Well, there we go. There's all the platinum, 127,000 of it. We still have plenty of space, so let's go back and grab the rest of that silicon, because why not? We can never have enough resources. And then pull it all over. Oh, it's got a little bit more platinum as well, just from the what it's already gathered. Excellent. Alright. And it's going to take several trips to get all of the silicon, but I don't think I need it all at this current moment. I think I just need some of it. The main thing there is platinum. Oh, that was a very smooth backup. I did not mean for it to be that smooth. I am not that good at flying in this game. More cargo. And silicon now needs to go down here, as that is out of storage capacity. And it looks like we actually might be reaching capacity for the dromedary itself without having to grind down the fuel tanks for storage tanks. So, yeah. You still doing good? Yes, it is. Wonderful. So I'll let this work its way out. I'll just do the first piston first. And I'll come back here shortly to modify it a bit. But I think we have what we need. We have our platinum. We can create some sort of monster ship. Or at least we can use a lot of that platinum for doing upgrades and such to the Vagabond, which we haven't really flown yet, considering, like, it's just been sitting there repairing, and I wonder how it's been doing. So we need to go and see how that ship is as we head off here. Oh, but we're taking the welding ship with us, which I intended to leave behind. So let us go and dump that first. Ow. That hurt. Alright, welding ship. You're out of here. Actually, dampeners off. Down towards the base. And we'll leave the little ship here. Off. Get fully charged off this wind tower. The rickety wind tower that really needs to be welded up completely. Park and lock and stay. Good. And you are being recharged. Excellent. Oh, that looks so good from below. Sexy ship. Nice and laid out. But let us get out of here. We still have our worker ship with us, which is always a good thing. It is my pride and joy. But now we can full-on power out of there and head on back to the moon. Back to our main base. As it's been a few episodes since we've been there. I'm missing it already. So let's go hyperdrive, set up, moon approach, and get on out of here. Ah, it's good to be home. As we're pulling up here to our moon base, I think it's time to come in for a landing. Now, I still haven't ground down the dropship. I should set that thing to grind down. I'm not using it anymore. I've got the dromedary to get me around, and also, I mean, with 8 Gatling guns, it's a fairly decent little combat ship as well. But we had our previous little spot here where we could pull in and dock up. Now, we don't have much of a load when it comes to, say, like, ice that we need to drop off, but we do have the materials. What I need to do is go and get that worker ship off of there, as it is in the way. I need to lock in with your spot here. And also, just being back in this area, I'm getting lag. Simply because that thing is there. It's too big. It's way too big. Let's turn on our side, because why not? We can do that in the moon's gravity. And we can link up. Come on. There you go. There you go. That looks derpy as hell, but it works. Something else I noticed. I haven't set this to grind down yet, so I should. Considering. Just get that out of the way. Takes its good old, like, 10 seconds for the grinders to turn on, and then, oh, engage the lag. Oh my god, engage the lag. As it ever so slowly gets ripped to shreds. Oh man. Oh well. So much materials. It can be sacrificed to build some big ship, which still has so many bits and pieces that it's missing and is damaged. I've let this thing just be repaired by the nanites this entire time, but I don't think they're enough. I think I have to do something special for this thing in order to get it fully built up, because something isn't working enough. Let's let's go park the ship real quick. Oh my god, the lag. There is so much lag here. I really need to get that ship into orbit where it is not loaded into the local environment. That's what I need to do. But once I go and look around at the ship and have the grinder pit on, everything is just like a freaking standstill. Alright, let's bring it down. Try to level it off here. Bring it in. Closest I can. Good, we're clearing, we're in. Okay, we've locked to the ground, which is not what I want, but that's fine. And then we'll position there. Alright, time to go jump into my my positioning seats. Oh, come on. Oh my god. It's like a slideshow for me. Oh god. My world is beginning too ridiculous. Down. Oh, am I? Ooh, I am locking up landing gear. Let's auto lock and turn off auto lock and unlock. And you just slide across the ground or something. That'll be fine. And ever so closely, ever so gently. Is that... No? So close. Oh, there's some magnetism. Yeah, there we go. And also, do I not have the connector on this thing? As connector. Connectors. Lock. Boop. Lock to connectors. Excellent. And now, hopefully, these refineries should be pulling in that platinum, because they haven't had anything to work on in a very long time. So refinery and platinum. They should have... Aha, they're starting to pull it in. Excellent. Come on, refineries. There's a lot of platinum over there. Small cargo. Oh, I can't say small cargo plat. Ah, there it is. Oh, yeah. Look at it get pulled off. It's being spread out to all the different refineries. They're refining a huge quantity of platinum. Yes! Absolutely wonderful. And then the silicon got moved around as well. Excellent. Alright. Oh god, it takes so long to bring up the inventory as there's so much stuff. Control panel for the Nanite control facility. Task left 2003. Do you need things? Needed parts. Steel plates, interior plates, construction components, girders. So we'll make a few thousand steel plates. We'll just make a couple thousand of each of these things. Reactor. 33,000 reactor components. Do I even have the ability to make that many reactor components? I don't even know. We'll make just a few thousand steel plates. Those are useful. A couple thousand interior plates. A couple thousand girders. A couple thousand construction components. And that should be those pieces. And then reactor components. What did they reactor components need anyway? Reactor components, not bad, just iron, silver, gravel. The question is, how much silver do I have? I don't know. I haven't made silver bits in a long time. Bit of silver there, bit of silver there. Looks like it's spread out through all of the things. 400 there. Oh, we got 2.5 thousand there. Oh, 17,000 there. Okay, so we actually do have a little bit of silver. It's not... We're not that far off from getting it all. Excellent. So, if it's saying... Oh, God. Every time I click on inventory, it like hangs for a second here as it tries to pull up all the inventories of everything. Okay. 200,000 reactor? What does that mean? How could I need 200,000 reactor components? Like, I know there's several large reactors on this thing, but not that much. At least not that I'm aware of. The thing's inside a box, and it's on fire! Computers and steel plates. But I mean, the majority of the structure of this thing is intact, pretty much. Except for a few spots. Oh god, I can't tell what's real and what's not. Oh god, those are real blocks. Where be all your reactors? I must know. If I remember correctly, they're all like right around here or something. Yeah, there's reactors inside. But, no. hopefully this nanite facility is going to figure out its shit and get it all done. What I may need to do is, if nanites aren't fast enough, I may need to, I was using nanites for the longest time because I liked the fact that they cost a lot of power. So I needed to have infrastructure to run them, which I thought was pretty fair, because then I could be like, yeah, well, I need infrastructure. I need to get this done. Like, but if I just need to get this thing built, and I'm just running out of time sort of thing, taking too long to repair it, I might just have to put on that build and repair mod. It's nowhere near as expensive in terms of power requirements, and it's, from what I understand, less laggy than this thing at high capacity. So then I could just like put a dozen of those build and repair modules on my base, and then it would just build and repair that thing like instantaneously practically. I might just have to do that just to get her done. Just to get it done. Grinders, have you finished eating? Yes, you have finished your meal. Very good. Let's turn those grinders off. And hopefully that alleviates some of my lag. Oh, that's some of it. That's some of it for sure. But yeah. I think what I'm going to have to do is put that mod on just to get this thing finished, because it's taking way too long. Nanites, they're doing a good job. Nanites can build a little ship. Nanites could probably build my dropship or my dromedary in like a couple hours sort of thing. It's taking them like a week or more to build this thing, so yeah. Alright, well, that's going to be it for now. We're going to come back, and come hell or high water, I am going to have this big-ass ship here repaired by next episode. And then we are going to take it up to the stars and have it as a jump ship. But that will be next episode. Thanks for watching. And I wanted to change my outro for this. The good hunting works for my MechWarrior videos, and it's just because of what I've been doing for the longest time, but it doesn't really work in Space Engineers. So I'm thinking of something else, like... I'm not sure, though. If you can think of a good little catchphrase at the end, like the good hunting, or like... I know the YouTuber Scott Manley says, like fly safe and stuff like that, which I can't really rip that off. Something else. Some little catchphrase. But whatever it is, I hope you enjoyed the video. And see you guys next time.